Hi guys, it's Joshua Mason, the author of the 8-Bit Bastards and Steam Whistle Alley series. I'm working on a project for Rise and Rescue Volume 2. Uh, like the first one, Rise and Rescue, if you haven't checked it out yet. It's a project put together by uh, Stephen Rowland. He's a good guy, and all proceeds from this project go to benefit the animals displaced by the fires in Australia. Well, they go to benefit the animals in general, fires or no fires, but the guys do good work down there, and yeah, this compilation is one way we can help them out in their quest. I know there's a lot going on in the world right now, so koalas might not be high on your list of things to look out for, but it's a great cause, and I highly recommend that you look into them. The group is called Wires. For the first Rise and Rescue, I wrote a little story called Tarmin's Arc, and it was a lot of fun. It's it's a lit RPG with kind of a Star Trekky vibe to it, and I'm doing a sequel for the sequel, I guess we'll call it. So yeah, and if this format I'm trying here right now works out, I might continue it with some of my other works as well. But I'm a big pantser, so I'm just going to write this as we go, and we're going to see where it goes from there. Make some comments on it as we go. So yeah, let's get started. Hmm. I got kind of a little title I'm thinking of. Like I said, I'm a pantser, so I don't know what the Gambit is yet. So I figure we'll figure it out when we get there. I'm going to edit this when we're all said and done. So rage quit. I've never been big on rage quits. I don't remember the last time I rage quit anything as far as video games go, and I play a lot of video games. Maybe kind of very firmly disappointed quit, but I've never thrown a controller since, God, the 8-bit days, I think. I threw the controller a few times playing Turtles on the NES. That game was whew, but yeah. Yeah, I better put that in a new paragraph. The fact Xanadu is the name of his ship. If you don't know, Xanadu is a side-scrolling platformer, fantasy platformer for the original Nintendo Entertainment System. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I have the cartridge downstairs, even though I don't have a Nintendo right now. But yeah, and part of me, let me just say this here. Part of me was going to save this for Volume 3, but I don't know if there's going to be a Volume 3. So there's a big time gap between the first part and the second part of this story. So we'll see what happens. The Gorna were the bad guys from the first story. I kind of picture them as a cross between like Klingons and Vogons from Douglas Adams. So yeah, if you kind of picture that in your head, they're not pleasant to look at or be around. This keyboard is so clicky. I love it. What was the word I'm looking for here? I gotta do something really quick here. By the way, in case you don't know, this is FocusWriter, and FocusWriter you can do some amazing things with, like you see here. It's available for Windows, Mac, Linux, and it's a great program. And you can set your backgrounds to whatever you want. You can make these wonderfully beautiful, ornate typing environments like I have here. But right now, I'm going to go into my themes and I'm going to edit this because I need a little indentation. Yeah, there we go. Do I want that much indentation? Yeah, but let's take it down to 20. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. I'm going to take the butt out there because I want a butt here. Can't have too many butts. And a little, no, what do you call it? Princess Bride reference for you, if anybody got that. It's not really a cockpit if it's an escape pod, is it? I saw in one of the forums that it's not officially a lit RPG unless the phrase "ass over tea kettle" is in there at some point in time. So yeah, here you go. That's cliche. Fine. Okay, so I have this little sheet here of notes that I'd taken from the first one just so I could remember everybody's name, the various technological mumbo jumbo, and yeah. Oops. 283 words so far. So only 8,900 to go. I think I'm gonna do the first part tonight, which is I'm aiming for 3,000 words here. So I don't expect any of you to sit through and watch this whole thing, but if you do, good on you. A brief moment. Is there any other kind of moment? Okay, so this is what I had pictured so far. Just everything you just read. Yeah. So where should we go from here? Well, this whole one is going to be, this whole episode is going to be on a planet's surface. I kind of have like a survival game going on here, I think, where he's got to make do on a surface of a planet that he crash lands on, and he's going to get help from the local wildlife. So that's how I'm kind of bringing the wildlife into this one. But the Gorna have his number for some reason. They're pissed at him, so they're not going to make life easy for him while he's down here on the planet. Oh, I had something else I want to do too. In the book one, his doctor, Dr. Insha, who was a green woman with a beard, she had this little animal. Did I write the name of the animal? A spiky critter named Zimi. Yeah, Ximi. Tarmin's whole thing was he doesn't like animals, and the whole plot of the first story was him having to rescue all these animals from this planet that was spiraling into its own sun. So yeah, when he got into the escape pod, the doctor thrust Zimi in here, who was like this little demonic hedgehog-looking critter. Well, that's how I described him in book one. He was just kind of like a little black hedgehog dude. So we'll see what happens with him. But yeah, he's going to be his like little companion on the surface. So yeah, uh, um, I don't like damn it. I like damn it. And that's like, yeah, yeah. He said damn it's were okay because somebody dropped an F bomb in book one, but we're not supposed to. We're trying to keep this all PG. But I think in this day and age, damn it is very PG. Damn it. So damn it, live with it. Okay. Hmm. Did I mention Zemia's name yet? No. I didn't download the italics of this font. I forgot what the name of the font is, but there is an italics for it. So this is going to be an italicized font when I go through and edit everything by this Friday. 3,000 words a day, Josh. You can do this. Okay. What else do you do through space? You hurtle. Yeah. Mm. I type with three fingers, by the way, so sorry it's not a little bit faster. It's I think I do well. I got 50, 60 words a minute, but especially with this clicky keyboard, it just makes me want to keep on typing, which I love. It's called a Hyperkin. I don't know if you can see this. This is my keyboard. It looks like a Super Nintendo. Hyperkin actually makes not knockoffs. I don't want to call them knockoff Super Nintendos, but they make like emulator-based consoles for retro gamers, and this is their Super Nintendo themed keyboard. It's a mechanical keyboard, and I love this keyboard. Anyway, where were we? And his hug. Hmm. So this is maybe a few months after the events of Book One. So I think he's going to have a computer system now. Let's give him a computer. I don't know about AI, but a shipboard computer. Everybody needs a computer. Michelle Barrett. What's her name? Help! What's her name? Yeah, that works. Oh, I forgot what the name for Habitable Planet was in Book One, and I don't have Book One with me right here. So I'm just going to say Blurg, and I will do a search for Blurg later. No, let's say Penguin. Well, no, I don't say Penguin. Let's say um, what's a word I'm not going to use at all in this story? I might use Penguin. Who knows? It's an animal book. Um, Tornado. I use that. Clappy. So I know what to look for later. Yeah, don't let me forget the word clappy. Thanks. I appreciate it. Uh, I don't need to say that sentence. Hmm. bend is how I. It's kind of like warp, if you will, because bent space. I don't know, but that's what I kind of used for the engine settings, speed settings for in book one. So like point 0.1 bend is the maximum that this little pod can go, but the main ship Fax Xanadu could go like I forgot what the max speed was, but it was a lot faster. But this little shuttle pod crawls along. Yeah, I can do that better. Uh, those of you playing the Final Fantasy VII remake know the name of the ship, his little love interest pilots, except it's Aerith in the new version. But on the FF7 on the PlayStation 1, it was Eris. Anyway, this will be italics later. I don't know how feasible this is, but I'm going with it. If you don't like it, the curse of the homophones. Hmm. What are those words? There's a word for these words, like canine, feline, lupine. And I want to see if there's one for hedgehogs. Let's see here. Okay, anserine is geese, which is weird because the Indonesian word for goose is ansa. Huh. Aquiline is eagle. Asinine or asinine is donkey. I don't see hedgehog. Of course, it's not going to be hedgehog. Hold on. Leonine. Here's a bigger list. Okay. Sturgeon. Acipinserine. Mosquito, antelope, bird, duck, mosquito, goose, antelope, bee, eagle, moth, ass, snake, smelt, basilisk, basilicine. Byzantine is bison. Oh, there's got to be a hedgehog here somewhere. Hold on. Or porcupine. Seahorse, hippopotamus. There it is. Hystricine. I'm going to make people look something up. Hystricine. I'm going to go for 1,000 words this first one here, just to see if anybody actually watches it. Yeah, do 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 do. really is one of those crutch words that I go through and delete when I do my editing. I'm getting better at noticing them before I go by them. Really was a big one for me. And another one was made his way. When I wrote Steam Whistle Alley, I would make my way everywhere. You know, he made his way to the back of the room. He made his way up the stairs. He made his way to his car. He made. Oh my God, he goes. You know, I mean, I don't know why I was so infatuated with that phrase, but when I finally finished it and my editor pointed it out, I did a search for it and I used it like something like 87 times in one 100K word book. So yeah, crutch phrases. They're everywhere. Hmm. Everybody's screaming, 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 screaming. Yeah, probably a few other typos here that you're screaming at too. I'm gonna get them. The your. There's a reason they always make it through in the print because everybody does it. It's hard not to do it sometimes because you're just saying the words aloud in your head and getting onto the screen. But it's what it is. Um, I think I want to leave it here. He's going to in the next episode. He's going to get a call from his computer and. We'll proceed to go onto the planet once I figure out what the planet's going to look like. So yeah, if you made it this far, man, I know we're all stuck inside our house, so I understand. It's but I appreciate you watching, and yeah, have a good day.